Hello, everybody. My name is Claudia Scurto, and I present to you our study, Gratitude is the Memory of the Heart, a descriptive study in Andalusian adults. The authors of this study are Claudia Scurto, myself, Cristina de Francisco, and Rocío Borges. Positive psychology sees gratitude as a virtue beyond mere emotion, rooted in character and personal ethics, and they must emphasize that gratitude is a disposition that involves recognizing and responding to the generosity of others. It is seen as an essential virtue that can enrich our lives, improve our interpersonal relationships, and pro-social behavior. And it is not only associated with increased psychological well-being, but also can be a motivator for the pursuit of happiness and well-being in people's daily lives. This research explores gratitude as a virtue that goes beyond the simple emotion and less satisfaction among the adult population of Andalusia. 324 people participating in the study with the following inclusion criteria. Being of a legal age, having been born in Andalusia, currently living in this part of Spain and not suffering psychological disturbance. Regarding the gender, 73.5% were women and 26.5% were men. The average age was 45.06 years with a standard deviation of 26.88. By employment situation, is 52.2% were working, 21% were students, 12.7% were retired, 9.9% were unemployed, 3.1% were retired early due to disability, and 1.2% were housewives. In order to do this study, we use two instruments. The Spanish version of the multi-component gratitude measure questionnaire by Scurto and others, with 28 items that are distributed in the following scales. Emotional components that include the feelings of gratitude subscale, attitudinal component composed of two subscales, attitude to appropriateness and attitudes of gratitude, and behavioral component grouped into three subscales: behaviors, shortcomings, rituals or not benefits, and expressions of gratitude. Items are answered through a 7-point linkage ranging from 1 strongly disagree to 7 strongly agree. The original Spanish version showed a good reliability, and in our study, alpha of Chromebox was a little bit higher. The second one was Spanish version of satisfaction with life scale proposed by Atiesa and others. It is composed of 5 items that are answered on a 7-point Likert scale, 1 strongly disagree, up to 7 strongly agree. Atiesa and his colleagues informed a value of alpha Cronbach of 0.87, and in our current study it was up to 10. The design was a retrospective ex post facto. In this design, the researcher only select values of the dependent variable, in our case life satisfaction, and look for possible variables that explain this. In the current study, three components of gratitude, emotional, attitudinal, and behavior, and socio-demographic variables is age, and employment situation. Data cleaning was carried out to detect any possible missing values or outliers. Basic descriptive statistics were calculated too, like mean and standard deviation. Then the normality of the variables was estimated with Kolmogorov-Smirnov. Given the non-normality of the variables gratitude and its components and life satisfaction, Spearman correlations and stepwise linear regression tests were run. In order to analyze the influence of gender, age, and employment situation, means comparison were executed. With the variable that showed effects into life satisfaction, regression analyses were replicated. All our statistic analysis were carried out using the version 26 of IBM SPSS statistics. As a result, significant statistical results were found between life satisfaction and all components of gratitude. The components of gratitude that best predict life satisfaction are behavioral gratitude and emotional gratitude, as you can see in Table 1 basic descriptive statistic and bivariate correlation. To find the components of gratitude that predict life satisfaction, a stepwise linear regression analysis was performed, taking as the different components of gratitude as independent variables and life satisfaction as dependent variables. The model with greater explanatory power integrates the components behavior gratitude and emotional gratitude, as you can see in the table 2 coefficients of the stepwise regression analysis. At the same time, were performed descriptive and inferential statistics of life satisfaction regarding gender and age. The results didn't show statistically significant differences in life satisfaction in terms of gender and age. Finally, in the employment situation, there were significant statistical differences between workers and students compared with early retired but due to disability, as you can see in Table 4, descriptive and inferential statistic of life satisfaction regarding employment situation. It was been shown that behavioral and emotional components of gratitude predict almost 50% of life satisfaction on Andalusian adults. This shows that it is not enough to consider only the emotional component to appreciate the value of gratitude. Workers and students were more satisfied with life than those retired due to disability. Perhaps the first two categories had the opportunity to develop and achieve some of their important life goals, which those who retired early due to disability didn't have. Future studies could provide data on which variables are more important to consider when highlighting life satisfaction. To conclude, gratitude as a virtue is a quality that not only enriches our lives but also plays a key role in strengthening interpersonal relationships. Previous research has shown that the systematic practice of gratitude increases life satisfaction with lasting results over time. By constantly and regularly expressing gratitude, we not only improve our own quality of life, but also contribute to a world in which generosity and mutual appreciation are highly valued. Thank you so much for your attention.